everyone. My name is Taapas Trivedi, and welcome to We Are Here. Today we're joined by Danish. Finally, hi Danish.
Thank you for welcoming me back, Tapas. For those who don't know me, I'm Danish Patel, and me and my best friend Tapas, we started a podcast a few weeks ago, and I went away for like 2 weeks. So yeah, it's good to be back.
It's nice to have you back. So how was your vacation?
Thank you, my man. My vacation was amazing. It was a much needed vacation. I went to Prague first, and then after Prague we went to Vienna, and then after Vienna we went to UK, and then we spent our we went to like four different cities in UK, which was really nice, by the way. And yeah, that's it. It was good though. It was good.
I would be lying if I didn't say that I wasn't jealous of you because you also got to explore a lot of jazz clubs, which is
Oh
amazing.
yeah, true. A little more on that. The first night we were in Prague, we went to this place called Black Angels Bar. It's amazing, dude. Like I was mesmerized, to be honest. It's a very
Hmm.
old bar, and it's a very exclusive bar. So like if you're ever in Prague, make sure you have a reservation to go there. It's
Yeah.
amazing. You have to go there. The music is just amazing, dude. I'm not generally a jazz guy, but trust me, that day I sat there for like 3 hours listening to jazz. So
Yeah.
amazing, man, amazing.
So today we're gonna talk about uh, the year. I think the year we have moved into. That's
Yeah.
2024, and I would really like to start off by asking you, Danish, what are the lessons that you've learned in the last year? So sort of reflect back upon everything that you've sort of been through, and what is
Hmm.
it that that you carrying forward with you in this new year?
Uh, for me, actually, I feel that last year, like both of us, to be honest, we entered like adulthood properly, where we stepped out of our homes and we actually started facing the world on our own. For me, it's literally, and for you as well. It's not like you aren't doing the same things as I am. But yeah, so like I stepped out of my comfort zone. I stepped out of my home and moved to a new place, new country, which was difficult. But yeah, and then I feel that now we've started our lives properly, and I feel like life has thrown a few lessons in the past year, thrown a few tests at me the past year, and I think yeah, I've learned that life is gonna be like this, and then it's full of tests, and you get lessons from every one of these tests. So just don't be disappointed if things don't go the way you want it to be. It's just a lesson you wanted to learn or needed to learn. So yeah, I think that's one thing that I'm gonna take with me, where no matter what life throws at me, I'll be ready to face it. And I also became a little more religious. So, as you know, I'm a Muslim, and I hadn't been practicing it properly. But in the past year, I got a little closer to God, which is what I feel is important, that everybody should like have one faith to trust, you know, one faith to rely on. I feel that everybody should like generally turn to God. It's something I believe that helps a lot in many circumstances. So that's also one thing that I'll take with me in this year, and hopefully all my life. That yeah, God is. You should believe in God. You should have faith in God.
I mean, yeah. So like, uh, of course, but I also believe that having faith in God or anything, it's all
Yeah,
about that stability and this one constant thing that's
yeah,
going to provide you enough hope that
true.
brighter days are coming. And I think we all need that. So for me personally, the past year was incredible because I found a lot of opportunities to sort of step out of my comfort zone. I
Mm.
traveled alone to so many cities. I
Yeah.
was so I also so I haven't told this to my dad, but I went on a bike ride to Baroda, and and like it was raining heavily that day, and
Yeah.
so all of us friends, that was like our first trip, our first bike trip, to another city,
Mm.
and it was amazing. It was challenging, and it was difficult, but like I found a lot of opportunities to sort of keep stepping out of my comfort zone. And I think now I've started to taste what an independent life is all about, because
Hmm.
like unlike you, I'm still in my hometown, so I
Yeah.
still have a lot of safety nets in on which I can rely on.
Yeah.
And I think personally in India, your sort of independent life does not begin until your mid 20s, when you're you are moving out to find better job
Yeah.
opportunities, or you're going for your masters.
Hmm.
Uh, but so having these independent experiences has shaped me a lot. uh, you know it's integral to sort of put yourself in these difficult positions, so that you can find ways to bounce back, you can find solutions. And I think that's a very critical skill
Hmm.
that you require moving forward. You will have to take decisions, because growing up you will become a responsible person. It might be your family, or in your work, but to sustain that position you need to have the ability to sort of make decisions really quickly.
Hmm.
uh, and it's an important skill. But also, I think something that I learned in the past year is to have patience, uh, incredible patience, because sometimes life takes a long time to sort of pay off.
Yeah.
2024 is a very significant year for me, because 4 years ago I made my first short film with a team called Anecdote, and
Congrats.
2020 was, yeah, yeah, and 2020 was a leap year. So technically, so I released it on Feb 29th.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. I remember. I
Yeah,
remember this.
yeah, yeah. So this year on Feb 29th, I mean, there are two ways to see this. It You can think about it as it's been 4 years, or you can think about it as it's been a year. But still, it now forces me to sort of look back upon how I've grown as
Yeah.
an individual and as a filmmaker. And yeah, so like the past 4 years haven't been what I had expected 4 years ago
Yeah.
it to be. I thought that I'd reach on another level, but
But you
the
are.
growth is
You
still
are.
happening.
Yeah. It,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is,
So the
dude.
growth is still
It is
happening.
happening at an amazing level, which I'm proud of, by the way.
No, I mean, thank you, but so it's happening, but still, I think it's forcing me to be a little more patient with
Yeah.
everything. And even in life, there are times when you just don't know how you're going to get through a lot of things.
Hmm.
And it also translates to sort of having deadlines at work, or going through difficult, uh, I would say, phases of life.
Hmm.
And I think life has really taught me to be patient, that the seeds that you are sowing right now,
Hmm.
they will fruition into plants, but you need to give it time, because even if you have sunlight and water, it will still take time to grow.
Of course.
And and I think that's an important thing. But I think moving forward in this year, I am also thinking about changes. uh,
Hmm.
so I sort of had this I had this thought that the reason why our lives don't change is because we are still stuck in the same patterns and the same habits. We still not
Yeah.
we still not making big enough changes to sort of shape the way we want our lives to be.
Hmm.
And it's difficult. Changes are incredibly difficult. But I think we need to focus more about what we want from our lives, and
Hmm.
making enough changes to sort of make sure all so those lead up to the life we want.
Yeah. Well said, well said. And I feel that one of the main thing that's dragging us back is like staying in our comfort zones. I feel that
Yeah,
as
yeah,
soon as
yeah,
you step out of your comfort zone, there's an immediate growth. So I feel, and I think that's really important I think this year all of us like should aim to step out of our comfort zones in some way or the other. And
yeah,
I think you'll be happy when you see the growth in yourself after that. So I think
yeah.
that's also one lesson I would like to like people to learn from this.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I had a question, Tapas. Like,
Yeah.
of course, there's a lot of things that we've learned, but what are your highlight moments from 2023?
Okay. So I I think so when it comes to highlight moments, I again that bike ride that was that was incredible. I still don't know how we made it. So now when we left our home, we thought it was just gonna be a simple journey, but
Yeah,
it rained, man, and it so like we had zero visibility, and so my license had not come yet, and I was traveling
my
on a
God.
highway, and I was scared that I was gonna get caught, and yeah, so when it rains, even the road becomes slippery, so you have to take
Yeah,
extra caution as you're driving. And yeah, I think that was one of the most amazing experiences of the last year. But it was so again, even going to Bombay so many times. So we met in Bombay,
hmm.
and then
Yeah,
I don't know. Every time I was stepping out of Ahmedabad and going to Bombay, amazing things were happening to me. So, like the night you were leaving, and I had to spend the entire night at the airport. I kid you not,
yeah,
Danish. Towards the end, I was dozing off, and somehow, luckily, I was still able to hold my senses, and yeah, so like strange things like that. I attended Mami, which was another incredible experience. I was meeting so many amazing people. I was having so many interesting conversations,
yeah.
and yeah, I think it fueled the passion within me a little bit more. Uh, and also, I think the biggest highlight was finally writing my first feature, and
Damn.
it was yeah, it was an incredible experience because when whenever I talk about writing or doing something creative, the challenge is to finish it. You
Hmm.
just It takes incredible amount of effort to finish the things that you start. And yeah, it taught me a lot more about discipline and how discipline is really important to get things done. uh,
Yeah.
but I think the other lesson that I've learned from life is to let it happen. We gonna bad things are gonna happen to us, good things are gonna happen to us,
Hmm.
but all of those things are important for our growth. And I am a huge believer of fate, and I believe that a few things happen to us because they're meant to be, because we don't know right now, but later ahead in life, because of those things, something is going to happen that's going to bring us what is in our fate. And I think
Of
that's
course. Yeah.
that's how the universe works, and I think that's why we have to undergo failure, we have to undergo changes.
Hmm.
And I think it's all a test of time. But
True.
my biggest, I think, lesson was to embrace all of that and just keep moving forward, but also keep traveling a lot. I think that's highly beneficial to
Yeah.
just and the most important thing is to get out there. I spent a lot of time at home in the past year, and I missed out on a lot of things. But
Hmm.
now I realize that to be able to stand in the crowd, you have to get out. You can't do it over the phone, you can't do it over the internet. And
Yeah.
it's when you're gonna go out, you're gonna meet these people, you will also realize where you stand in the world, which and I think we're losing that sense because of social media. It's very comfortable to sit in our homes and just scroll around all day and just have this image that, oh, this is how we are, when
Hmm.
it comes to our standing in the world. But for that, you need to get out. And
True.
time is short, Danish.
Of course, man.
Yeah, so like we time is running out. And I think we have this conversation every day that
Yeah.
time is running out.
There's so
And
much
I
you
think
have
it's
to
too
do.
precious.
So much we have to do,
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
we
yeah. And
it's crazy.
it's incredibly precious. So just live your life to the fullest, I guess. And
True. Yeah.
yeah. So,
Uh,
Danish, what was you know a piece of music that you listened to last year that was really that has, I think, carried with you throughout the year. Uh, so yeah,
um. So I saw this one reel, okay, where there was
yeah,
like six of these guys and they were singing "Country Road, Take Me Home" by John Denver,
yeah.
and it was beautiful,
Huh.
right? And then that was the first time I heard that song. I'm sorry, I don't have great taste in music and I don't listen to music as
Yeah,
much,
I know.
but but yeah, I have a very limited selection of songs that I listen to. But one of
Yeah,
"Country Road, Take Me Home" by John Denver, dude, it is an amazing song. And for
yeah,
people who have already listened to it, they know it's a beautiful song. And I heard it for the first time last year, and I just keep listening to it on repeat. And all the other songs by John Denver as well, amazing, amazing songs, man. So I think
yeah.
that's one song that I listened to a lot the last year, and
I
yeah,
think I really love John Denver's "Leaving on a Jet Plane." I think I've told you this. है ना?
I think your
Huh.
dad made you listen to it, right?
No, no,
Something
no,
like
no.
that.
So I found out that he also had listened to this song.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I discovered it, and I think it became my favorite 3 years back. And then, yeah, I listened to it on loop for a long, long time. And then I found out that even he loved this. So yeah, I think that's more beautiful than Country Roads. I don't know. It's much more sentimental to me.
Yeah, true,
So
true.
yeah,
It's that guy's amazing, man. Like his
was
voice.
amazing,
Yeah,
Anish.
sorry, my bad, my bad. That guy was amazing. The voice and the
Yeah,
songs of I'm
yeah,
a huge fan.
yeah. And what was this, one film that you watched last year that's been with you?
One film, wow. Okay, that's a thing, dude. I watch a lot of films, and then
Yeah,
uh, I have to think about this. Give me 1 second.
yeah. So I also watched a lot of films last year. I watched 150 films. Uh,
Wow.
but I think, yeah. So I think the only film uh that had the ability to sort of stay with me was this film called Perfect Days by
Uh huh.
Wim Wenders. I watched it in Mami, and it's about this simple film about this toilet cleaner in Japan, and we
Yeah.
just watch his life unfold. And so in the end, even though he's breaking down, I'm sorry for spoiling this, but even though he's breaking down, he's smiling. And that whole film is strangely about perseverance and finding the beauty in small things. So yeah. And 12th Fail is the Hindi film that I think was a film that stayed with me
Mm.
because it was beautiful from start to finish. That film is also about perseverance. I don't know why I love two films about perseverance, but I think that was, I think, the theme of last year for me. Perseverance. So yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's not as good as yours, but I'll just say, like, I watched Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, and
Yeah, even
it
I
is
watched it
amazing.
in theaters. I watched I told you this. I watched the
Yeah,
complete trilogy on the big screen.
I did not have the honor to watch it in the theater, but I watched it on my laptop, and dude, it was amazing for me that was like the
Yeah,
best movie I watched in 2023. And also I watched Ford versus Ferrari, which is also an amazing
I
amazing
haven't
film.
watched this.
Dude, you should. It's an amazing film, and
Yeah,
I actually love that as well. And I watched 12th Fail like a few days ago because you asked me to, and again, wow,
yeah.
amazing movie, very inspirational. And yeah, those are the three films I think that I watched. I mean,
Did you cry in the end?
uh, I did not cry as such, but I did get emotional. I did
Yeah,
not cry. That I did get emotional. It was an amazing movie, though. Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, I think that film really, that film really sort of showed me that nothing really is impossible if you work hard enough, you
yeah,
know. And I think that's the beauty of dreams, that they're going to take everything away from you, and there's always this risk of you losing everything,
yeah.
in just a single second.
Hmm.
But still, you need to have guts to dream, to dream
True.
big, and then to achieve it. But I think we should all, have, hold our dreams very close to us and then work towards it every day. Because then what is the
Yep.
purpose of waking up? So I think, so there is, I don't know who told this, but I really, it got me thinking, you should ask yourself every day, what is the reason that you're waking up for?
Yeah. I've heard this as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that really puts your life into a perspective. So it also
True.
forces you to think, what is the thing, is the reason important enough, and do you want that reason to define your entire life or your
Hmm.
existence?
True.
Yeah. So I think we really need to sort of put all of that in order and move ahead with this new year.
Yep. I think there's a lot to look out for and look forward to. So, once again, a happy new year to all the people listening to this, and hope you have an amazing year, and hope all your dreams come true, hope all your goals come true for this year. And for those people who always say that I'm gonna start working out in the new year, for the people who say, oh yeah, Zakir Khan was saying, I will start working out when the new year is on a Monday and it's 1st January. So it was this year, and hopefully he started working out as well. And
Yeah. We hope so.
I think all his fans should start working out as well, including me. So yeah, let's hope we complete that resolution for this year.
Yeah, and sort of, I think New Year resolutions put a lot of pressure on you. So take it easy, you know. Like,
Yep.
don't be harsh on yourself. Don't be, uh, don't take it as a burden. So just carry through life, but live. Like, take it easy. Uh, so yeah, even though we spent the entire episode sort of making you feel like you should have an existential crisis, but it's not all that bad. You should also take your time to chill and to enjoy and savor the moments life offers you. But, a happy new year, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Gia
Yep.
always, Gia has been saying this to me since a month now, and she just tells me to trust the process. So I would like to tell that to all of you too. Trust the process and let life happen. And we wish
Yeah.
you an incredible, happy, joyous, and exhilarating new year. Thank you for staying with us and for joining us today. And yeah, we hope to see you next week with a lot more to talk about and a lot more interesting stories and conversations that we can't wait for all of you to hear. Thank you very much. I think we hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day ahead. Bye. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.